I don't have a description in there. No. We're not live yet. Okay, so we're just setting up right now. Yeah. You gotta type in your description underneath there. Over, if you look at the monitor. Okay, so we got the news section on. It's totally blocking. We're not officially live yet, though. Actually, it is live. You're live actually on your Instagram.
Yeah, it's live there. It says edit live. So
yeah, live. Look at your Instagram.
It's live. We're both live.
Okay.
So it's blocking.
What's wrong with that? Let me come over this way a little bit. There we go, yeah. How's it going tonight? Just to let you know, we are doing actually two different things tonight. We're going to be doing actually Instagram, and also we're doing Facebook. So that way we can actually try to be able to get you guys actually hooked up with our Instagram and then send messages. So yeah, and happy Easter, Christy. Thank you very much actually for actually trying to tell people though that, yeah, people actually still are working from home.
And that's one thing we're going to discuss here tonight a little bit is all the things that we're seeing out there that people are not doing correctly, what they're not doing right according to law, that the Ontario government and Canadian government, for that matter, has ordered people to do under the emergency situation that's going on right now. And we see so much, so often, it's really putting a stress and strain on everybody.
Hey, Sherry. So Sherry's actually on. Cousin Sherry's actually on. Happy Easter also. So we're doing a little bit different tonight. Hopefully we can get actually all you guys actually in through the Facebook chat. Instagram, though, is fine right now. So we just, again, we're trying something new. So just got to bear with us.
Yep.
Christy actually just put down, it's good though to hear that you're working from home.
We have been working from home for about the last 3 weeks now, so.
Yeah.
Apparently other people are not allowed to do that. They can do whatever they want. So that's one thing we're going to talk about tonight.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys can hear us fine. Just let us know, please.
Yep, let us know if you can't hear anything over on Instagram as well. We should have things set up okay on here.
All right, so basically those Sherry's actually in. There's 4 other people that have actually tuned in tonight. That's the only thing that I'm just trying to figure out how.
I wonder if we switch back to the other one.
Okay, so Sherry actually says so that she can hear us loud and clear.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, so there's that there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right. So today, though, what we did, though, is we actually had to go over to Trevor's work to actually get some stuff. But before all that, though, I actually posted on my personal Facebook account, though, is are you guys getting sick and tired of actually hearing constantly every single day of the same old stuff, which is COVID-19? A lot of the people who actually have actually commented and actually indicated that, yes, they are getting sick and tired of hearing the same old stuff over and over and over. Mm-hmm. The big question, though, is when about are we going to be able to get back to work and get back to our regular lives? Now, Ford actually yesterday did announce actually some information. Trevor, what was it?
Well, basically, they announced from Ford's government that they have an extension now that's posted. The extension goes now until April 23rd. So we're looking at, I think they're doing 2 weeks by 2 weeks is what it looks like they're doing. So they just added another 2 weeks on to isolation. So we're now stuck in isolation until at least April 23rd. And I don't honestly see that ending anytime soon. I see it continuing on for quite a while. I think they're trying to ease us into it and see how we handle things. And right now, they're just pushing us into it further. So I think they're just going to be pushing us on 2 weeks by 2 weeks by 2 weeks, and it's going to go in well into the summer at least anyway. I don't see it ending until maybe July, maybe August. So,
yeah. So with that though, a lot of us though we've been collecting actually here in Ontario, Canada. We've been collecting EI. Start off with then all of a sudden it went to the other location. The one thing though that they're actually indicating though is with people that actually applied for EI, we were not supposed to get paid the extra amount. So what they have to do though is with the relief fund, so they have to try to adjust that. So that's actually news actually from the Ontario government. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Sherry puts down, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sherry, what did you hear? Did you hear my end or did you hear Trevor's end? Please let us know. All right, well, that's going actually on, though, is for myself, though, since I am laid off of work, I have been actually trying to keep busy. I'm doing a lot of knitting, which is really good. And then what I've also been doing, though, is a lot of cooking, unfortunately.
We're under Trevor here, so let's cancel that out.
I went through ours.
Are you under OG?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Underneath OG.
Yeah, OG is live.
So.
Yeah. Okay, well, we want to just switch over, let you guys know that we're actually on HauntingLIVE Podcast here tonight. We are live with you on our OGPS Filming HauntingLIVE Facebook page. And we're trying something, again, we tried a while ago, but we haven't tried for quite a while, is our live Instagram page as well. So if any of you guys are following us over on Instagram, say hi and chat. We're still on Instagram, and we're on Facebook both tonight. We want you to try to follow us on all of our social media stuff, which is Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. So we want to try to get Instagram up and running here tonight, and it looks like it's running okay. Yep. So if you guys are on Instagram, chat in.
What's our Instagram handle?
Instagram handle is OGPS_filming. And that's our official page.
So, all right. So basically, though, is Christy actually asked a question. When is this supposed to be over with? Actually, Cousin Sherry actually put down it could be actually July or August And then Christy actually just sent back a reply and said more.
Yeah, I think I agree with Christy. It's going to be more than that. Right now, they're trying to ease people into a new way of living, and I think it's their way of trying to ease us into it. It's going to be a lot longer than what people think. It's starting off right now. It's trying to ease us into everything and give us bit by bit, feeding us it. And I think it's going to be a lot longer than what we expect. I think it's going to drive at least till July, August, maybe even past that, probably. In reality, it's probably going to be a year or more that we're going to have to deal with all this self-distancing stuff. So it's something you guys want to get used to. It's something you guys should get used to. It should be something not to be ignored, and that's what we're going to talk about next.
Yeah. Today, though, we were actually out heading to Stratford because I wanted to drop off some flowers. I only at the cemetery. Yep. We didn't get out anywhere except for the cemetery.
Yep.
Now, what did we see a lot of people doing today?
The wrong thing. We saw a lot of people not only disobeying the law that's out right now for self-distancing, we saw a lot of people just disobeying plain simple rules of the road that they think they can do without any repercussions or anything like that. They just have disregard for anybody's safety. They have disregard for anybody's rules. Those rules are still in place. Those have not changed one little bit. There's still rules for people driving. There's still speed laws. There's still safety laws. All those laws are still in place. The only laws that have changed is your ass is supposed to be at home when you're not doing something else. Like if you're one of the essential people that are supposed to be working, or you're going out to get groceries, that's the only time you're supposed to be outside. If you want to go for a walk when you're bored, that's fine. Then you get your ass back home. Otherwise, you're supposed to be at home, not driving around and disobeying laws, especially the laws of self-isolation, so we can get over this hump as soon as possible. You people that are out there that are doing the wrong thing right now by being outside, by doing group activities, by thinking you can do normal activities, you're the ones that are going to drag this out a lot longer than what's necessary. And you're causing all of us that are obeying the laws, that are obeying staying home, and that are probably off work because of all this, you're the ones that are going to be dragging this out. So the ones that are off work, the ones that are doing all this properly are going to be the ones hurting more because you feel like you can disobey the law and it doesn't apply to you.
So what have you guys come across? Let us know actually on chat, again though through Instagram or even actually on Facebook Live.
Yep.
Well, we were actually heading out to Stratford today. We went actually through Iron Needles area, which is actually the Walmart area, and we find that's a little bit shorter in distance-wise. But we saw a huge lineup for Walmart. We saw one actually today for one of the grocery stores here, and a couple other locations we actually saw huge lineups. People are started keeping their distancing, but actually. If you're standing outside for a long period of time, especially if you have knees problems, walkers, or whatever, get somebody else to go with you so that way you can actually be able to sit down. They can actually stand and line up with you. So, message right here.
Yeah.
From Christy.
Up there.
Yeah. So, Christy, we're right now just reading your messages. All right. So you go actually out for your apartment actually 5 to 10 minutes per day, which is wonderful.
And that's what you're supposed to be doing. So you're supposed to be self-isolating. You're supposed to be staying your ass at home. You're supposed to be just doing what you want to do. So at home, you're not supposed to be going out thinking it's a normal day and doing the normal activities that you're used to doing. You're supposed to be taking a break. You're supposed to be thinking 180 and doing the opposite of what you normally do. And to those that are not doing that, you're just going to be the ones dragging it out and causing more stress for everybody else. Because we're the one that's doing right, trying to make this go by as quick as possible, the best way possible for everybody. And those out there that think it doesn't apply to them, it doesn't. And you're the ones dragging it out.
Yeah. So with the younger generation nowadays, they're actually starting to realize, because a lot of their superstars within basketball, basically sports and music are actually starting to actually get this illness. But now the next thing though is spiritual wise with communication. All right, sorry for going this through a little bit fast tonight, but we're going to get actually one of the apps going through. But with the spiritual communication with COVID-19, have you guys experienced anything a little bit weird with the energy wise? Have you, Trevor? Have you experienced anything weird?
Yeah, we've had a lot of stuff kind of happening around here lately too. The one thing that we're going to bring forward to you guys is since you are hopefully self-isolating and being at home, um, you're not doing your day-to-day usual routine. So we think that that has a lot to do with people experiencing a lot more paranormal activity lately. We think that that stuff probably normally occurs. You just don't notice it because you're so into your own lives, you're so into your usual routine that you don't notice those simple things that occur every day. But now that you have time to take a step back and realize what's going on around you more, that you're more awake to the things that are happening maybe in your house or around you that you don't normally notice. So things that we've been noticing a lot more include light switches being turned on and off, lights being flickering, things being moved around, stuff like that. So, and different noises as well. So, those are the type of things that we've been having happen here in our place. Since we're in the paranormal field, we are usually aware of those no matter what. But lately they have been ramping up a little bit. So we want to know if you guys, being home more, being more in tune with your own environment, have you noticed any type of paranormal activity that you wouldn't normally notice in your day-to-day lives? So let us know if you guys have had any weird things happening lately.
We're doing open floor now, so yeah, share with your experience what you guys have actually come across.
Yeah, with being in self-isolation more, has that opened you up more to paranormal activity? Have you been in tune more with the spirit world since you've been home and alone, or home by yourself, even with others? Maybe they've noticed things and they mentioned to you that, hey, I heard a weird noise, or that thing that is usually in that spot has moved over to another spot, or something's missing, or maybe you've heard voices that you don't normally hear that you maybe are in tune with a bit more. Those kind of things can really pick up and ramp up if you're in a different environment. So,
sorry about the camera a little glitching tonight. Actually, I think it's because of the candles that are behind us.
Or I think it's just on Facebook.
They're actually a little bit glitching. So Sherry just shared something. Trevor wants to read it.
Sherry says, no, just her cat's going crazy. Feeling stir crazy. Probably you are as well. Same as us. Same as everybody. But that could actually be a paranormal thing as well if your cats are picking up more energy, because pets are sensitive to spirit energy. So they could be picking up on maybe some of the energy that's bouncing around your place too. So.
Yeah. And especially, Sherry, right where you live, though, is you live actually up in the Sioux area. So yeah, you're basically surrounded around the waters and also the mountains actually up there. So yeah, it could be that. All right, so we actually have right now, actually, for those who actually watch sort of the new stuff, we do actually have CP24 actually on also. So at times, so you might be seeing actually us looking actually offhand. We're also trying to keep in contact with CP24, so sort of let you guys know what's going actually on for that.
So we are doing Haunting Live with you guys tonight, Haunting Live Podcast on our Facebook page on OGPS Filming Haunting Live as well. We're also over on Instagram tonight, so we want to jump into the Instagram crowd and see if you guys are tuning in over on our other social media. We normally use Facebook Live and then transfer everything over to YouTube and stuff after. But we wanted to run another channel tonight to see what Instagram is doing. So,
yeah. All right, we got another message. All right.
Okay.
So lights are flickering.
Yes, happy Easter to Shirley as well. She says, lights flickering and our bed actually felt like it got booted, so her bed moved. And a lot of different smells as well.
Yeah.
And Christy also has smells too from family members. Yeah, those are all definitely things that you would notice that maybe you don't normally notice day to day. And when you're in self isolation, your senses tend to change, and you will pick up different things like that. So
Yeah. Now, the one thing though, this illness has been causing a lot of people though is actually mental health.
mhm.
Mental health though, it's not a joke at all. Some people have been going through a lot of depression. They've been going through a lot of anxiety, bipolar. Um, Somebody I know recently was actually thinking about actually some harm for themselves. They got the right contact and actually was in the hospital, which is wonderful. Not going to say who it is or anything like that, but the person did give me a call, which is really good. But yeah, this is because of the illness that's actually out there, COVID-19. That a lot of people are going through a lot of actually mental health.
Well, it's not just mental health too; it's just a lot of stress that everybody's putting on everybody else as well. So all we can say, guys, is just take it day by day. Don't rush it. This is a life change that they're enforcing on us, and I understand that. But it's just, I think we need to take it day by day and see how things progress during this time. So um, just take it day by day. Hopefully, things will get better, and we just have to really take the advice that they're giving us and not think that you're invincible or it doesn't apply to you, because that's totally the wrong attitude to have. And unfortunately, we're finding that a lot of people are having that attitude, and those are the people that are just going to be dragging this out for everybody else. And we're not going to get over this until everybody does what they're supposed to do. So,
One thing though that's also being actually out there, which is a little bit weird though, is commercial wise. Not to do with the commercial that drives you nuts, Trevor, but they're actually indicating certain dates actually though with COVID-19. Why do they actually have them still on? That's the big question. Why? It's been really hard.
yeah, Sherry's having a hard time with it. Yep, everybody is. So
Yeah.
it's just something that everybody's going through, and I just wish the people that are thinking that doesn't apply to them will wake up and realize that yes, it does apply to you. It applies to every single person that's in this planet, and they just need to wake up and realize what they're doing by ignoring the advice of the health officials and the government is that it's really hurting everybody else. And that even goes down to everybody that is working, that's not working, that is in a retirement home, that is everywhere else. Um, it does apply to every single person, and they need to realize that. And if they're disobeying the law, or if they're thinking it's above them that it doesn't apply, just wake up and realize that it does apply to every single person.
So. Okay, all right. In between that time, though, for the past couple weeks, we've been playing actually an app, and it's the Portal app. So tonight, though, what we like to do, though, is actually be able to play it. Well, we've actually talked about this, and for those that don't know much, but let you know, within 29 days, we will be coming to you from a new location. We will not be here actually from this studio location at all. We will be coming to you live, actually from a brand new location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Portal app actually on. It is on channel 1. If you have the Portal app, that's wonderful. Hopefully things are going good for that for you. I just heard Louie.
Yeah, her name. Yep. So right now we're running the Portal app, and we've been running this for the last couple of podcasts for you guys, just to ask questions if you want to know anything from Spirit.
I'll be right back, though. Speaker. Go ahead. All right, so I'm going to get the speaker plug in for you guys. So if you guys hear anything, please let us know.
And there's the speaker for you guys. You should hear a bit better.
You are. What was that?
So can we ask Spirit how long this is going to last?
Forever.
Can we ask Spirit how long this will last?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Spirit can make your connection with us. It's okay. You can talk through us. Come through. Can you help us, Spirit? Can you help us lead the way?
COVID-19.
When will this end? Did you hear that? We're all in something. The world now. Is the world going to get better?
Switch over, for those that actually have Instagram, you can switch it over to our Instagram page, actually at OGPS Filming.
Do you have any messages for us? Connect through us. Do you have any messages? I'm in your light, I think. I'll see you again.
You'll see us when?
Positive.
I heard Kitchener. Did you say Kitchener?
When will this end, Spirit? Do you know? What can you tell us about the end? Sure, I heard Kitchener too. Do you have any messages, Spirit? Can you come through? Who are you?
Are you going to change it?
Nothing on that one.
4.
Okay, for those of you on Instagram with us, if you're tuning in, thanks very much for tuning in. We are Haunting Live Podcast. We are OGPS Filming. You've been following us for a while. We've been posting some of our other stuff on Instagram for you guys. In the meantime, we want to try Haunting Live Podcast here on your channel as well on Instagram. So thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully it will be posted there after. We're not too sure on that yet. If not, it will be for sure over on our Facebook page. So Haunting Live OGPS Filming Facebook for Haunting Live Podcast. And tonight we're just running some...
Taylor. Hey, Tail.
Hi, Taylor. She's asking, can someone explain what is happening? Is this device that picks up words? Sort of, it picks up words. It's called the Portal app. And it's more like...
Turn it off for a sec. Turn it off for a sec.
And we'll show you on the screen what it looks like.
Sorry about the bright light, but I'm trying to get it so the way it's not bright. There we go.
So it just has sort of blue lights on the front of it for the app, called the Portal app. And it basically works like an Ovilus, where it feeds the words in through the database, but they're not full words, so the spirit uses the white noise to connect through and make words through that way. It doesn't display the words. We have another app that actually displays words on it, and that's called the Ghost Hunters Tool app, and we'll use that one in a little while tonight here for you guys also. But we're just right now using the Portal app and see what voices come through and what spirits want to say to us, so we can ask questions and we'll hear replies back. So if anybody has any questions about what's going on, maybe Spirits has some answers for us, we can definitely ask those questions. Just type them in chat and we can relay those questions.
Wilma?
Mm-hmm.
All right, one spirit at a time, please.
Can Spirit tell us any messages, please? Do you have anything to tell us? Really?
All right, so Taylor says thank you very much.
Taylor. I think they just said your name, Taylor.
For the people that have been watching us for quite a while, have you actually uploaded the app? If so, let us know, and let us know some of the stuff that you guys have come across.
Do you have any messages, Spirit? Can you come through us and talk with us?
Come through us.
Use our energy, come through. The spirits come through you first, then they come and talk. So. Connect with us, Spirit, and tell us any messages. Good. Something working out.
Okay.
That was a laugh.
Yeah.
We just had a female laugh come through, pretty loud. Don't understand why. any messages for anybody in chat, Spirit? Anybody want to talk to anybody that's in our chat with us tonight that's talking to us?
Okay. All right. So we've been playing that one quite a bit.
Yeah. We did 2 different channels, so now what we're going to do is try the other app that we were talking about, which is the Ghost Hunters Tool app. And that one's more like an Ovilus device where it will display the words.
So what you can sort of see there, I'm sorry, I'm bringing it actually in focus. Trying to get it. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this camera.
So up here is the display.
Trying to move it in. So the display is actually up there, words there, and then down there is fluctuation to do with actually the creating the white noise for this energy to be able to come through.
Yeah. So the display is here for the energy. And this spot right here, the words will be displayed. And this is the database part here. So
you want to show it actually on Instagram?
Yeah. It's Instagram as well, guys.
Instagram shows a lot better.
Yep. So there's the Ghost Hunters Tool app that we're going to try next. We get quite good results with this one as well. So let's see what we get tonight, okay? Are there any spirits that want to communicate with us and tell us any messages? Please connect with us and come through with our energy.
The clicking sound though that you're hearing though is actually the...
That loud.
That low clicking sound is it actually creating some white noise. Can't do anything about that.
Spirits come through with us. Please connect to our energy. Please work with us. Please come through and tell us any messages that you might have. Already we got something interesting. What's it say?
Blinding.
Blinding. Okay. And there was a bit of a noise with that one. Sometimes it will have noises with it, which can be interpreted as maybe a voice or a growl or some kind of voice coming through, but I think it all has to do with the connection of the energy coming through. So the first word we got was blinding, so that could mean different things right now. Spirits, please continue to talk. Please continue to connect with our energies.
Sometimes actually right where the fluctuation is actually that bounces up and down. We've actually had that red for quite a while. The whole phone has actually shook by itself.
Yeah, it'll vibrate. When there's a lot of energy coming through, it'll make different audible sounds as well.
Now, the funny thing though is, for those that know, though, that we've been sort of working with Wanda, and Wanda works with us. 1 year, actually, we were actually with her up in Fallon Falls area. That's Ontario, and hers and mine was communicating with each other.
Yeah.
Like mine would go off, and then Wanda's would go off, but it would not be male. It would not be like a male or female voice for each one. It was actually, so hers was female, mine was male. Just chatting.
Looks like there's some energy coming through again. Let's see if something comes through. It's starting to pick up a little bit. Please, Spirit, come back through. Please talk to us. Connect with our energies. Tell us what you have to say, any messages. We'll pass them on. Spirit, do you have any messages for us?
Hey, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Thanks for tuning in. Happy long weekend. Hope you're doing good. Staying safe. Hey, Spirit, do you have any more messages for us? Please come through. Please connect with our energies.
For those that are actually in chat right now, the person Sandy, when we did actually one location a couple years ago, which is actually Fort Erie. Actually, we had to do a live chat with her because she was actually picking up strong energy in the hotel room that we were staying in. So,
come through, Spirit. You're starting to come through again. Please connect with us, our energies.
takes a little bit for
it does take a lot for the Spirit to come through.
Luck.
And it said luck. So, luck was our second word.
It is the Ghost Hunter's tool that we're using. If you guys don't actually already have our Instagram page, you guys can sign up. It's absolutely free. Our Instagram page is OGPS Filming.
Yeah, we're on 2 channels tonight for you guys, doing 2 social media channels on our Facebook as usual for Haunting Live Podcast here tonight, and we're also trying over on our Instagram, which is OGPS Filming, with the underscore in between, so OGPS_filming. So search for that. You'll find us over on Instagram. We got tons of stuff posted over there. Lots of videos and lots of pictures for you guys to check out. So we're always doing something over there on Instagram for you guys too. So thank you very much for following us, those that have, and we're going to try to bring you some more stuff over there on Instagram. But our main focus is always on our Facebook Haunting Live podcast. So. Sandy's asking about your crystals.
Okay, all right. So Sandy, what I've got basically on tonight though is I got a lot of rose quartz. Do actually have a lot of rose quartz with me. I got actually chakras and also clear quartz, plus also on my wrist right now. Clear quartz. Sorry, not clear quartz. Rose quartz actually stones also is what I have. Rose quartz is the only one that basically really speaks to me. It does keep me calm quite a bit.
Another word coming through.
Error.
And error was the word. So we have blinded, or blinding, luck, and error so far. So I'm not sure if error is a bad thing or not, but asking spirits to communicate, come through with us tonight. Any spirits that have messages, please come through and talk with us. We are here to talk to you guys and see what messages spirits has. Thank you very much for tuning in over on Instagram. Somebody just tuned in. Hello, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. We are running 2 channels tonight on our Facebook Haunting Live Podcast, as well as our Instagram Haunting Live Podcast tonight for you guys, doing spirit communication over the apps that we like to run as usual. So we did the Portal app already tonight, and now we're running the Ghost Hunters Tool app. So we're trying to get some words to come through. And the last word that we just had come through was the word error. So we're hoping spirits will communicate with us tonight still and see if they have any messages for anybody, especially the way things are going right now for everybody in the world. So we just want to see if there's any messages for people that are tuning in.
Well, we have the app going on actually on. If you guys have been experiencing actually anything with the spiritual world or paranormal world lately, please share with us. We'd like to hear from you guys.
Yeah, that's the other part of our podcast tonight. Being in self-isolation, hopefully you guys are managing okay. We're doing pretty good here ourselves. We've been in about 3 weeks now, and I'm trying to manage through day by day. But in the spiritual world, being self-isolated, we are noticing a lot more things happening that you guys might be connecting as well. So if you guys are noticing a lot of different things happening while you're being self-isolated, maybe you're hearing different things you don't normally hear on your day-to-day lives, maybe you're smelling different things, maybe you're hearing different things, let us know what you guys are hearing. And we just got the word horrible, so it's a horrible error that's happened, I think is what they're trying to say, and yes, it definitely is.
Yeah.
So
I know normally you're not allowed to touch your face, but actually I do clean my hands quite often. Actually, I've got homemade lotion for it, hand sanitizer, and it is actually with the right percentage actually of stuff.
Coming through, picking up
it's really bouncing red.
Carpet. Okay, the word carpet just came through, so that's I think a random word sometimes when you're using these types of apps. You really have to watch for your relativity to your situation. So we just got a random word. So, not brave. Now that's really rare. Sometimes, normally, what you normally get is just single words that come through. But we just got a double word right here, and it said not brave. So I think that's a message to what we were talking about earlier in the podcast here tonight. We were talking about how people are not obeying the rules and not obeying the law and thinking that they're above themselves and it doesn't apply to them, this and that. So not brave, being home and being self-isolating is being brave. So you're helping other people by being brave and doing what's right. And those people that are not being brave and doing what you normally do is not being brave at all. The name came through. We got the name Paige, Paige. If anybody knows that name, please let us know. It doesn't relate to us at all. Maybe it's for somebody that's
that we know of, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's for somebody that's in chat, so come through. If you know the name Paige.
One of the cool things that actually has happened with us with this app, though, we were out in St. Mary's, Ontario, using it.
Well, somebody else just came in on our Instagram. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. So we were actually out in St. Mary's, Ontario, with one of the former prime ministers, actually, of Canada. Yeah. Picture just came through.
Oh, okay.
And what happened, though, is we got 3 relevant words that actually dealt with actually the location and also the person.
Yeah.
And also deal with us.
Yeah. So that's what you really have to watch for when using these apps is the relevant words that come through. So, excuse me. But you will sometimes get words that are just random words also. So just really watch for what's relevant to your situation or what you're investigating at the time. These apps can be useful in that way, but just really be aware of what words are coming through.
Who just signed in actually on Instagram?
Huh?
Needle.
The word needles just came through. I think that's applying to you. It's being really strong right now, so it looks like something else is coming through.
I do a lot of things, so that's probably what it is.
Ask. The word ask just came through, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Anybody out there that wants to ask us a question, please do so. We'll just type it in chat, and we'll ask it for you. Okay, that's really relevant to our situation right now. So the 2 words again just came through. So afraid.
What, are you guys afraid?
Somebody is afraid to ask us a question out there, and spirits are telling us this. So if anybody's afraid to ask a question, don't be afraid. Just ask us either in chat, or if you want to message us directly, and we'll ask spirit for you. That's fine also. So don't need to be afraid to ask us any questions at all.
Who's the one that's signing, Sandy?
There's a Sandy, somebody and somebody else. So we got 2 people watching right now on Instagram, so thank you very much. And so if any of you guys have questions that you want us to ask, don't be afraid to ask us. We are bringing this to you live so you can connect with Spirit and get some answers through Spirit through this difficult time that everybody's going through right now. So we're doing this every Saturday night right now. We're usually over on our Facebook, Haunting Live Facebook page for Haunting Live Podcast, but we're also doing Instagram tonight for you guys too. So.
All right, so we just had somebody else.
Brenda's on. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for tuning in over on Facebook, saying, who is there with you? Is her question. So who's here with us right now? Is the question, Spirit. Can you connect with us again, Spirit, and ask who's here with us? We had a name come through just previously called Paige. So there could be somebody called Paige here.
I'm not touching it.
No, we're not touching the device at all. It's over on the table beside us. And we're just letting it run and the energy come through us and talk to us that way. So, is there anybody here that's with us right now that wants to talk? Spirit can come through and talk with us.
Surely.
Oh, okay. Sherry is on Facebook and she's worried for the answer. And yes, that can be the issue for asking a question. If you're nervous about it, we understand fully. If you want to talk to us later in private, that's fine. Just send us a private message, okay, Sherry, if you have a question, and we'll try to ask Spirit for you that way. Wyatt. Another name just came through named Wyatt, double T.
It's a male's name.
Oh, another one. Oh, we got a double word. This word was the first word that came through for us tonight. It just came through again, blinding.
First thing that pops in my head for some reason is the song Blinding by the Light.
Mm-hmm. So we had a double word tonight. Blinding just came through again. And a couple of names came through. Hopefully they are a reference for somebody, but not to us. So,
if Sandy's still on, please let us know.
Yeah, maybe Sandy's picking up something else. She is a medium that we work with. So if Sandy is picking up anything, just let us know. We had 2 names come through, Paige and also Wyatt. It's died down now. It was a bit of activity there. So maybe we'll cut it short then if there's no more energy coming through at this time. If anybody has any questions for us before we sign off on HauntingLIVE Podcast here tonight, let us know and we can talk about it. But I think we're wrapped up here for tonight. Thanks very much for tuning in, everybody.
Oh, I'm getting another one.
If there's something else coming through, we'll let it go for a bit.
Nothing. Okay, I'm killing that.
Okay, yeah, that is true. Sherry's saying Grandma's last name is Wyatt. Yep. So, on the other side.
Grandma Bishop or Little?
The other side, I think.
Sure, are you talking about Grandma Bishop?
On the Bishop side, I think, yeah. Yeah, Grandma's original name, so. Before Bishop, we had Wyatt. Okay.
All right.
Well,
so for us, though, all right, so we're done with that.
Yeah.
But, again, those for everybody that's tuning in, whoops, we got a message actually on Instagram.
We got a message saying you guys are great. Thank you. Well,
Thanks.
We really appreciate you guys tuning in also. If you like us doing this over on Instagram, we'll try to continue doing it on Instagram as well as Facebook when we do our podcast.
Look at both cameras.
So I can't look at both at the same time.
Look at the center. Look at the center.
So I'm talking to our Instagram people right now. Thanks very much for tuning in, guys. And we will hopefully do this more often. Well, right now our schedule is every Saturday night at 8 o'clock. We'll be doing this. And
except for May 16th.
Yeah, we might not be able to do it that week because that's our moving week. So if it is, we might not be able to do it. But if we can swing it, we might take a break and do a quick one or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
so before we end the night, I know that it's been almost an hour so far with you guys, which is really wonderful. Yeah. But with COVID-19, sorry for bringing that up, but COVID-19. All right, what are you guys going to do? Actually, right when it's over, please share with us.
Yep, there was a hashtag going around, I think, earlier this week or last week where people were trying to talk about what they want to do when it's over. So for us, one of our main things that we want to do is get back to Stratford and do the things we like to do over in Stratford, which is the main thing, the Queen's Inn Hotel. It's a really active place spiritually. There's a lot of spirits there that we interact with and we like to talk to and hang out with. So we'll be going over there as soon as this is done. And the other thing is hopefully a trip up to Thunder Bay, which is my hometown, and try to visit our friends up there that we haven't seen for a couple of years. So we'll definitely have a trip, I think, after this is all over. Hopefully sooner than later.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the fall, but because like,
what are you guys going to do? Actually, sorry for that. The volume is actually up.
So hopefully, what we were talking about at the first of our podcast tonight.
So Brenda actually posted.
Yeah. Brenda wants to visit her grandchildren, so that's awesome. I think everybody that has children that they can't see or visit, or grandchildren or family that's far away that they can't visit, that would be the first thing to do, is go see them and see how they're doing after all this.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a trip up to Thunder Bay and visit our friends that are back home. So
yeah. So what about everybody else? What are you guys going to do right when it's actually over with? Yeah, Sherry, unfortunately, will not be going up to the island.
Yeah, we've been there a couple times recently, so you guys got to visit with us back in the fall there. So I think this year, it's been about 2 years since we've been back home to visit friends and stuff.
2 years for Trevor, 3 years for me.
Yeah, so we want to really go and see some changes that have been happening up in Thunder Bay and visit some of our friends up there for a while. So that'll be hopefully in the fall for us. Hopefully this thing will have its peak over with by the summer, is what they're estimating right now, is the latest news that we talked about at the first of our podcast tonight, that the peak will happen. It's happening right now. It's sort of coming down on the curve right now, and it will be hopefully done by July/August, or if not longer. But hopefully the first wave will be done by the summer. So, but we were talking in the first podcast that you guys don't do what you're supposed to be doing and staying home instead of going out and doing what you think you can always do. It's not going to be over as quick as you want it to. So you guys are the one that's going to be dragging it out if you don't stay at home. So anyways, with that, we'll end it tonight. Thank you guys very much for tuning into Haunting Live Podcast. We bring you Haunting Live Podcast, usually from locations and investigations, but we're self-isolating right now like everybody else. So we're in our home office tonight, which we'll bring to you every Saturday night for Haunting Live.
Here, actually, on Facebook.
On Facebook, and maybe use Instagram for a while too now, just so we get more viewers coming in while we're home. If you guys have any suggestions for us, what you want us to do, let us know, and we'll try to incorporate those into the future podcasts. So with that, thanks very much for tuning in, guys, and good night.
Yeah.